our next guest is one of Canada's most beloved Newfoundlanders, and his book, The Smiling Land, All Around the Circle in My Newfoundland and Labrador, gives an insider guide to the province with priceless tips like how and where to secure the best fish and chips in the world, he says.
Important information, so here to tell us more about it and give us the scoop on his upcoming North American tour, singer-songwriter. Welcome back to the show, Alan Doyle.
Always fun to be here.
We love seeing you.
You never know, I gotta tell you, thank you. You never know what you're gonna be doing when you come on the Soast. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, I came on and here we are today.
Here we are.
And I'm so glad I got to meet Rosie the donkey back. I've done shows with Sting. I've been in movies with Ridley Scott and Russell. That was one of the coolest stars I ever met in my life.
Well, listen, we're so glad that both you and Rosie are here today. And we know that you're a working musician living in St. John's, which means you fly 120 times a year to get to your gigs.
That's too many.
Have you ever considered moving just to make the commute a bit shorter?
You know, it's funny, when Great Big Sea started in the early 1990s, that was sort of the first thing we discussed. Is like, well, we can't stay out here and be a band for a living, can we? And we said, I think we might be able to. And it was hard, especially in the beginning, but we stuck it out, and I'm so glad we did, because I've only really ever permanently sort of lived in St. John's, Newfoundland. I moved from Petty Harbour, my little fishing town, to St. John's when I was 18, when I went to university. And I've lived in St. John's ever since. But I have to say, I've just completed my first temporary residence of Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be regularly here then.
I've been here. I've been here for 2 months doing a musical, and like I've been here loads of times, of course. But I've fallen in love with like a temporary little residence in Toronto. I've loved it, walked all over the city, and I must say I've discovered a whole new city that I've fallen in love with. I really have. I've loved it. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan, let's
Really
dive into the book. You make two very controversial statements in one of the chapters. St. John's has the best fish and chips in the world, and two, Quebecers are wrong about poutine having the best fries and topping combo. So, care to elaborate or amend these statements, sir?
There's nothing else to say. I'm sorry. These are not opinions. These are facts. And it's like, you know, with regards to best fish and chips in the world, I mean, that just goes without saying. I mean, there's no one even close, you know? And people from, you know, especially in the UK, they get their back up about that pretty quick, you know, in Scotland. It's not even what we're talking about. The poutine versus chips, dressing, and gravy phenomenon is probably worth debating, arguably, you know, but like, and the last thing Canada needs is, you know, Johnny Newfoundlander here, starting up another racket between Newfoundland and Quebec. That's the last thing.
Smart.
We're just starting to get along again. But, you know, I'm just telling you, like, I encourage a taste test of, like, you know, gravy and cheese curds versus gravy and, like, turkey dressing and stuff. It's pretty fantastic.
Okay. All right. I still do want to stick with fish and chips just for one more second, because back when Petty Harbour started to dip its toe into food delivery services, there were some major roadblocks, but you actually hacked the system, securing not only fish and chips, but also saving a few dollars. Can you tell us?
That was just smarts. Petty Harbour is about, you know, 25 kilometers or so from St. John's. And when I was 17 or 18, you know, we started going to the, you know, sneaking into the clubs in St. John's and stuff downtown. You know, it was like we would often hitchhike out and try to, or get a ride out with someone, but then you'd throw yourself into the evening, you know, as you would on George Street and the like. And then you'd have to try to figure out how you're going to get back. And we would always, a taxi from St. John's back to Petty Harbour was like $20. And it was like, that was a lot, you know, back in the day. And so we, myself and my friend, who I think I call him Freddie in the book, which was great because that's not his name, but I was with him 2 nights ago, if anyone wants to check Instagram. And they started doing food delivery from this takeout in St. John's. And they would deliver, for $5, they would deliver food to Petty Harbour. So a fish and chips at the time was around $6 or $7 to get a fish and chips. So we figured out we can get a taxi to Petty Harbour for $20, or we can get 2 fish and chips and a $5 delivery fee to Petty Harbour if we can manage to weasel our way into that car when it leaves the delivery place.
My God. God.
Love it.
And so we did. We only got away with it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But it was just this
Brilliant.
military precision to convince the guy who's leaving the fish and chips place. Look, man, you can bring those fish and chips out to Petty Harbour if you want, but there's nobody going to be there. It's like, who's the winner here? Who's the winner? You can let us in and everybody's happy.
Alan,
Genius.
we want to play a quick game with you because Newfoundland is a special place for so many reasons, including its maybe unusual place names.
Yeah.
So let's start with
got a few.
just a little few. Let's start with, I know this is a real place, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dildo.
Yeah, fabulous place.
For a moment.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's more fun than you think.
Oh, we know.
Okay, I got another one. I got another one for you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just west of Dildo is Spread Eagle.
Yeah,
Have you ever been here?
Of course. Yeah. And when those 2 towns get together,
It becomes Conception Bay, which is
Another place.
Have you been to Conception Bay?
oh my God, yes, yeah. Like CBS all over the place. I mean, I always like to say, if you want to know anything about, myself, like how come you're kind of foolish or what have you, silly or whatever. It's like, I'm from a place where Dildo was across from Spread Eagle. And look it up. You couldn't make it up. Like you couldn't make. I mean, yeah, there's a few other doozies,
I think.
You have more?
We got one. Have you ever spent time in Blow Me Down Provincial Park?
Oh. Blow Me Down Park. Oh, it's over by Cornerbrook. Yeah, over on the west coast.
Yeah. It's a good Walmart.
Yeah, Blow Me Down is a pretty good one. There's just a few. Like, Come By Chance is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a real good one.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Listen, we only have like just over a minute left, so we want to talk about this because
We want to move the conversation on.
Forward.
Alan?
For the record, and for the benefit of your studio and at home audience, you guys started it.
I know. It's fair. It is fair. It's fair. Okay. Alan, you have a North American tour coming up next year with 4 back-to-back nights in Halifax.
Yeah.
We want to know, I mean, this is amazing, but
Yeah, it's a
what
lot.
is on Alan Doyle's rider?
Oh.
Wow.
You know what? Years ago, me and the GBS boys, when we were young and in our 20s, it used to be kind of rock and roll. We'd have like, beer and like bottles of this, that, and the other thing, and like kind of like what we thought was supposed to be on rock and roll riders, And now, of course, like I'm 56 now. What's on it now? It's like sparkling water, RX protein bars. Yeah. Only freshly squeezed orange juice and like soft pillows and, Advil, stuff like that. That's it. Like, yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, we hope you enjoy the tour, the protein bars, the sparkling water. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
The Smiling Land is available now. In studio audience, you're all going home with your own
Hey.
And be sure to grab tickets to see Alan Doyle on tour at alandoyle.ca.